conservative new media viewers and Jeremy Lin fans around the world. What is going on? We are here to analyze and recap Houston's 123-104 smackdown of the visiting Atlanta Hawks tonight in Houston, Texas. Now, I want to say at the beginning of this video, I apologize for this. I actually did not get to see this game. I've been really ill with a bad sinus infection, and unfortunately, I fell asleep right before this game began. I just want to apologize to you guys. This is not likely to occur again this season, but it happened to me tonight, and I'm sorry I'm not going to be able to do like the type of breakdown that I usually do for each game or what Jeremy did tonight because of that. But I'll just kind of go over what I saw from the stat sheet and what I was able to gather from the game in the short aftermath. Now, as I said, Houston won 123-104. They snap a 2-game losing streak, which was, of course, against the Oklahoma City Thunder and the San Antonio Spurs, which are two of the best 4 teams in the league. And it was on back-to-back nights. And it was also the third and fourth game in 4 and 5 nights for Houston. So the toughest stretch that you go through as a team in the NBA is when you have to play 4 games in 5 nights, meaning 2 back-to-backs with 1 day in between. So Houston, that's what it was against San Antonio and Oklahoma City. I'm not surprised they lost those games. I expected they would lose those games, even though the Oklahoma City game was being played in Houston. The only thing that was too bad about that game was that it wasn't a little bit closer. But tonight, Houston got back on the winning side. They snapped Atlanta's 4-game winning streak. Now, Atlanta was playing without backup point guard Devin Harris and backup shooting guard, I believe, Anthony Murrow. So that hurt the Hawks' depth tonight. But they did have power forward Josh Smith, who was a little bit up in the air about whether he was going to play this game because of, I think, a dinged up hip. But he did play, and so it was good that Houston was able to win, even though Josh Smith played. Houston is now 17-14 on the season. James Harden had an excellent game. We saw some Beard sanity. He had 28 points. Carlos Delfino, who has missed the last couple of games because I believe he had food poisoning, he was back, and he played a great game. 22 points and 8 assists, so we had some Delfino sanity. I think Delfino was 6 of 8 from three-point range. It was definitely, a good thing to get him back in the rotation. Omer Asik had a nice game, 11 points and 17 boards. Houston was 16 of 29 from three-point range, just tremendous. I mean, you hit 16 three-pointers in a game, there's a very good chance you're going to win that game. Houston really blew this game open in the second quarter. They outscored the Hawks 38-19, and they went into halftime with an 18-point lead, and they never really looked back. Houston also shot 54% from the field for the entire game. Now, turning to Jeremy, we saw the return of Linsanity 2.0. It's very good. I expected Jeremy would come back and play well in this game after not having a good game against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Jeremy had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists. He shot 6 of 11 from the field. He hit 1 out of 3 three-pointers. He played 40 minutes tonight, hit all 3 of his free throw attempts, 4 steals, 2 blocked shots, and 4 turnovers. Assist-to-turnover ratio was 2-1. Not amazing, but good enough. Certainly was good enough in this game with Houston getting a large victory. His efficiency number, the raw efficiency number, all the positive stats subtracted by all the negative stats was 25, which is an excellent number. That is a terrific number. In general, efficiency correlates pretty well with player efficiency rating. As I think I pointed it out the last game, raw efficiency is just all positive numbers subtracted by all negative numbers. Player efficiency rating is that same number, but then you calculate it out 1 or 2 more spots, and you add to the mix the pace of the game, like how many possessions each team had, and you add to it how many minutes the player played. So you get a slightly different figure. So, for example, Jeremy played 40 minutes tonight. I can't remember like a kind of the baseline number that they use for PER, like how many minutes it would calculate out to, or what's the normal amount of minutes somebody would play. But say 40 minutes is pretty, that's a good amount of minutes. So Jeremy's PER from tonight probably wouldn't be too far off of 25. But say he played only 20 minutes instead of playing 40 minutes. So his efficiency raw is 25. His PER might be like double that or something, because you're taking into consideration if he put up a 25 efficiency in 20 minutes, then maybe he puts up a 50 efficiency in 40 minutes. So that's kind of what the difference is between efficiency and PER. An average PER number for the NBA is 15.0. In fact, they adjust it so that is the average number. So with efficiency being roughly equal to PER for most starters playing between 32 to 40 minutes a night, you figure Jeremy put up about a 25 PER for this game. That is terrific. That is excellent. If the average number is 15.0, Jeremy's well above that. So this is a good game for him, no doubt about it. And he also outplayed his counterpart, Jeff Teague of the Atlanta Hawks, who had 10 points and 9 assists, but I think he also had 5 turnovers. And just to give you an idea of how much Jeremy outplayed him, Teague's efficiency number was 4. So basically you have Jeremy at 25 versus Jeff Teague at 4. I mean, there's no comparison. Teague shot very poorly, 4 of 17 from the field, and that's a big factor in efficiency, is how well you shoot. Jeremy shot over 50%. Jeff Teague shot under 25%, and that's one of the reasons why you have such a differential in both of those players' efficiency numbers. Once again, Linsanity 2.0, the 5th time in the last 7 games that we've seen this. So it reinforces the point that Jeremy is over the hump. He's still going to have bad games, as we saw at Minnesota, as we saw against the Thunder, but he is in general to the next level. He is past the early season struggles. He is past the doubter, hater phase, and he's no good, blah, 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 blah. He still has everything ahead of him to work on that we've been going over. 3-point shooting, ball handling, individual moves, scoring and leading the team to scores when James Harden is on the bench. But he had a strong game. He hit one of his threes, and Houston got the win. And that's, you just kind of, it's like a piggy bank. You put that win and you put that good performance like a coin into the piggy bank, and you just build up your wealth in the piggy bank. And Jeremy is building up an accumulation of good performances now, and that's going to help his perception around the league with players. It's going to help his perception with fans. It's going to help him in the All-Star voting, and it's going to help his confidence. It's going to help his confidence. The more that you can look back on what you've done and see that you played well. You played well against Jeff Teague. You played well against some different teams. That's going to bolster Jeremy to be able to do well continuing out the rest of this season. The summary here, big win for Houston against an upper-level NBA team. Atlanta is not an elite team, but they're the next tier down. Maybe they're a second-tier team. They're probably, I think, the third best team record-wise in the Eastern Conference. So this is the third good team in a row that Houston has played, and it's nice to see them get this win tonight, and it's nice to see Jeremy bounce back from the struggles of recent games. And like I said, I haven't gotten to see anything yet. I've got to watch the highlights myself. I'll be interested to see them. I need to see what Jeremy was doing and how he was doing it. But it's definitely good to see that Houston is closing out 2012 with a victory. and they're ready to head into 2013 and continue to pursue the chase for a playoff spot in the Western Conference. Give us your comments below. Thumbs up, thumbs down on this video. We will put information in the video description below the video player about video highlights for this game, the box score of this game, game stories. We will also include information about the Conservative New Media Facebook group, so you can come and join that as well. There are over 2,000 members there and counting. We'd love to have you come and join us there as also, so we can talk there. I am Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. Thanks a lot for watching Conservative New Media. We strive to be the #1 Jeremy Lin YouTube fan channel. Hope you guys are having a great night tonight, and Happy New Year to everybody around the world that's watching this video. Hope that you have an excellent 2013.